friends, welcome back to my channel. So this whole week, well, just gonna be one video for you, but for me, it's going to be a week's time. I am so excited. I am finally doing another 1 week, one palette. This will be my 5th one total. I can have the other 4 linked down below in case you missed them. But this week we are playing with the Gimme Glow Pastel Dreams palette. I am so excited. Before we get started, don't forget to upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday for you guys, and lately kind of a lot more than that. I'm on summer break and I just want to film all of the time. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to see 5 different looks with the Pastel Dreams palette, then let's go ahead and get started. So I have never gotten the chance to try Give Me Glow in the past, but I have heard so many amazing things about their quality, their eyeshadow formula, all of the above. So when I saw this palette, I just kind of like knew I needed it. I mean, I didn't need it, but it is just absolutely stunning. These shades are just so beautiful and they're honestly unique to my collection. I have a couple pastel shades in like various different eyeshadow palettes. However, it's really nice to just have them all in one compact palette here. And they're just so pretty. I love these shades. I cannot wait to dive in. I'm gonna go ahead and pop up a picture of swatches for you guys. So from top to bottom, we have Lavender Sky, La La Land, Peekaboo, Queen of the Clouds. Then we have Peach for the Stars, which is such a cute name, Twinkle Twinkle, Daydream, Pink Rain. And then next we have Too High for This, Magic Mint, Rise and Shine. And then lastly, It's So Fluffy. So I think all of these shades are just, first of all, the names are so stinking cute. And then the shades are just beautiful. They swatched very beautifully. They seem very nice and pigmented. I will say the shimmers were a little hunky chunky, but I think that's just because they're so impactful and so like bam in your face that's kind of why. And I'm gonna use a glitter primer anyway, so it should be fine. This baby retails for $54, which is quite a lot of money. However, the pan sizes are absolutely huge. Like these pan sizes are massive and I'll never ever run out of these shades. So I am not entirely sure what I want to do today. All right, I think we're gonna do like a ombre from like green to blue to purple. I think that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna start off with Magic Mint, which is the matte green. And I'm just going to put that right here. Just going to start stamping on. I did use my MAC paint pot to prime my eyes, but I did not set it. So we're just going to slowly build this green shade up. I'm packing on the lid and up into the crease. That is really pretty. Then next we're gonna take the Queen of the Cloud shade, which is the matte blue, and start packing that in the middle, meshing these two together. I'm excited to play with this palette this week. I feel like it's going to definitely get me out of my comfort zone. I love color, I really genuinely do, but when I have like I really don't have that many all colorful palettes like this one. And I just feel like these pastel shades are just really going to help, I don't know, get me out of my comfort zone, make me try new things, and I'm excited. Then we're gonna take La La Land, which is the matte purple, and we're just going to pack that out here, make just like a little gradient. All 3 of these are like super pigmented so far. They're not really getting like patchy or anything. They're blending together nicely. Go back in with the blue shade and the green, just really intensify them, pack them together, make sure there's no harsh lines. Almost went over to the purple. Ooh, that would have been bad. I'm actually really impressed by how well these mattes are meshing together without getting like too patchy or anything. They're just kind of like melding all together very nicely. Then I'm gonna take a clean brush and just kind of go over the edges right here. Make sure there's no harsh lines. I think that's where I'm gonna leave it for now. I thought about maybe mimicking the shimmers on the lid, but I actually really like the all matte look, so I think I'm gonna leave it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye and then also the rest of my face makeup off camera, and I will be back in a second to show you the final look. And here is the final look for day 1. I just went ahead and mimicked on the lower lash line exactly what I did on the upper lids. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like they look a tiny bit patchy up here, and I've been really finagling with it. I don't think it's this palette. One, I don't think I loved my base. I tried a new skincare product today that I didn't love, and I put it like all, it was sunscreen, I put it all over my eyes, and I was like, I don't like this. So I think that might be affecting it. Also, I am not like a makeup artist. I'm not like amazing at blending eyeshadows or anything like that, but I do really like how this look turned out. I think it's pretty and colorful and nice. I went ahead and asked on my community tab if you guys enjoy me running through the rest of my makeup, or if you think it makes my like videos too long and I can just list it below. I always list every single makeup product I use each day below anyways, in case you're curious. But I asked if you wanted me to keep like running down through my makeup, and like 82 or 84% of you guys said yes. So for the rest of my makeup, for primer, I used my Tatcha the Liquid Silk Canvas. For a foundation, I went ahead to mix together my Fiona Stiles Matte Finish Foundation with my Tarte Foundcealer, this little tiny size. I have the shade 01 in this, and it's just too light for me right now, but I want to finish this foundation up. I'm getting very close, and then this is too dark on its own. It is medium sand, so I just mixed them together. Then for concealer, I used my Benefit Boi-ing Cakeless Concealer for under my eyes, and then on my face to spot conceal, I used my Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer. I have the shade Fair 10 in this. I'm trying to use this baby up, and like, look, it is a little nub. It is almost gone, and I cannot wait to finally be done with this. Then to set under my eyes, I use my Jaclyn Cosmetics Brightening and Setting Palette. For bronzer, blush, and highlight, I went ahead and used creams. So I used my e.l.f. Putty bronzer in the shade Tan Lines. I used my Clove Hallow Hydra Tint blush in the shade Blossom for blush. And then my highlight is my Tilbury Beauty Light Wand in the shade Spotlight. I don't know why I had to look. I knew that was Spotlight. For brows, I used my Milani Weekend Brow and my Grande Cosmetics Brow Fill Brow Gel. For mascara, I use my Uoma Drama Bomb, also trying to use this up. I'm like so close to finishing so many makeup products. I'm just like willing myself to finish them. My really bright inner corner pop of highlight is my Colourpop Flexitarian. I also went ahead and added my LA Girl Pastel Dreams Auto Eyeliner in the shade Lavender to my waterline. You can't really see it, but it's there. And then for lips, I used my Morphe Sweet Tea liner and my Huda Beauty cream lipstick in the shade Empress. And then for setting spray, I used my Maybelline Lasting Fix Matte Finish setting spray. I hadn't used this in so long, so I decided to pull it out and use it today. So this is the final look for day one. I like it. I think it's very pretty. I mean, I feel like every single look I make this week is going to be bright and bold and like pastel colors. Obviously, there's no like neutral, normal shades in this palette, so be ready for like 5 bright eye looks. But yeah, this is the final look for day one. I will be back in a few seconds for day two. All right, we're back for day two. So I feel like this palette is definitely making me step out of my comfort zone. I'm struggling a tiny bit thinking of just color combinations, but part of me is like, Emily, it doesn't matter. Any of these shades that I put together will look good. You know what I mean? I feel like all of these are so cohesive. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off with It's So Fluffy, which is the matte yellow, and put that into my crease. I didn't mention this yesterday, but I wanted to. There is definitely quite a bit of kick up in the pan when you dip your brush into the mattes. I personally don't mind that, but I know some people might not enjoy that. So I just want to let you know that. This is a pretty pigmented yellow. I definitely think it's showing up a little bit darker on my skin than it does in the pan, but it's lightening up as I'm building it. This is my third layer. Now I'm gonna take a more pointed brush and I'm gonna take Twinkle Twinkle, which is the matte orange shade, and we're going to also put that into my crease. And I think I'm gonna pack that on the lid as well. Ooh, those two shades together are stunning, wow. I'm gonna get a packer brush and just also pack that matte on my lid. Don't worry, we are going to be going into a shimmer today. I know I did an all matte look yesterday, but I am so excited to try the shimmers. I just want a little bit of a base on my lid. Then I'm gonna go with my NYX glitter primer all over my lid, and I wanna put the Peach for the Stars shade all over my lid as well. And then we'll see how that looks. We'll see where we go from there. I'm just really honestly winging all of these looks. Well, I'm only on 2 so far, but I feel like all this week I'm just gonna wing it. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is stunning. The shimmers are like the one thing that I've heard from Gimme Glow that are just phenomenal. Oh my goodness, that is so incredibly beautiful. I think I might. Oh, do I want to do it? I'm debating if I should tap this yellow in the middle just to tie them both in. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. Just like a little tiny bit. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. I am going to add more of the Twinkle Twinkle shade into our crease. I really want that orange to show. And then more of the It's So Fluffy shade. That, like, those two mattes together are just so pretty. I like the yellow in the middle. We kind of lost it. I don't know. I like want to tap it out to where it's really gradient and really like combined. But then also when I do that, I feel like it disappears. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it there for now. I think I might try to put that Rise and Shine shade on my inner corner when we're done. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see like what I'm feeling. But you know the drill. I'm gonna go do the other eye, finish my makeup, and I'll be right back. And this is the final look for day 2. I really, really like how this look turned out. I just think it is so like sparkly and pretty, and I really love these like orange and yellow tones together. It's like a sunsetty sort of vibe, and I am here for it. All I did to finish on my eyes was I put that Twinkle Twinkle shade like close to my lash line and then smudged it out with that It's So Fluffy shade, and I did end up putting the Rise and Shine in my inner corner. I don't know if I love that. If I recreated this look, I would probably not to do the yellow inner corner. I'd probably just do like my highlight or something, but I think it's pretty. It's a nice like touch of pizzazz. So the rest of my makeup, I feel like I went real extra today. I used a lot of products. For my primers, yes, plural, I used my Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer, and then in my T-Zone, my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I'm just kind of trying to use up both of these products. You'll probably sense that theme throughout this week. I'm just gonna be using a bunch of products I'm trying to use up. So I used my Fiona Stiles Matte Foundation again, but mixed it with my Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie in the shade LP4 to just make it match a little bit better. All over my face is spot conceal. I use my Marc Jacobs Accomplice concealer, and then under my eyes, I use my Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer. To set under my eyes, I use my Jaclyn Cosmetics Brightening and Setting Palette. Again, I love this. I love this palette so much. And then to set the rest of the face, I use my Thrive Cosmetics Filtered Effect Soft Focus Translucent Matte Setting Powder. That is quite the name. For bronzer, I use my Glow Wish Soft Radiance Bronzer in the shade 1 Light. For highlight, I use my Becca Champagne Pop. And then for blush, I use my M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow blush in the shade Faded Clementine. I thought it went well with this like whole vibe we got going on. For brows, I use my Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat, and then also her Brow Fix Clear Brow Gel. Then for liner, I went ahead and used another one of these LA Girl Pastel Dream eyeliners, which is perfect because the palette is called Pastel Dreams, and then these are called Pastel Dreams. So like I have to use them together, right? But this one is in the shade Sunshine. Again, I just put it on my waterline. For mascara, I used my Uoma Drama Bomb. And then second to last, for lips, I use my Baby Tower 28 Shine On Lip Gloss in the shade Fire. How could I not use an orange lip gloss with an orange eye look? Like, come on. And then lastly, for setting spray, I use my Colourpop All-Star Setting Spray. Again, trying to use this up. So I actually like this look way better than yesterday's look. I just feel like it is a little bit more me, and I blended it a little bit better. The mattes were fine. The shimmers are stunning. I'm so glad I decided to play with the shimmers today, and I'm sure I will get lots more use out of all these shimmers in the upcoming days coming up. But yeah, here's one last look for day 2, and I'll see you in a second for day 3. We're back for day 3. I feel like my hair is very extra like voluminous and big today. I don't hate it, but it's just a little, these little flyaways are a little crazy. We're gonna stick to pinks and purples today. So I'm going to start off with Pink Rain right here, which is the matte light pink. Put it in my crease. Ooh, that's a really pretty pink shade. It is very light, but beautiful. I am having to build it up a little bit, which I don't mind. This is a 4th layer, but that pigmentation is very, very beautiful. And this is I feel like a really unique pink shade because it is so light. It's like so cotton candy-y. I really like it. Okay, now we're going to take La La Land, which is the matte purple, and we're going to put it on the inner and outer half of my eyes and up into the crease a little bit and do like a halo-y eye sort of thing. I set my paint pot, and I feel like I maybe should not have done that. Kind of regretting it. Oh, this lilac pastel purple shade. Chef's kiss. I'm loving it. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. There's a lot of kick up in the pan with both these matte shades, just letting you know. More I feel like with the purple than the pink, but we're gonna go back in with the pink shade. re-emphasize it here. All right, now we're going to take my NYX glitter primer and put it in the middle, and I'm going to take Lavender Sky, which is the purple shimmery shade, and we're going to pop that in the middle. Back in with the matte, purple, pink one more time. I think that's it, you guys. It's a very soft, purpley, pinky, cotton candy-y kind of vibe going on, but I actually really like this. I feel like with this palette this week, I really wanted to make looks that were a little bit more wearable. My first day, not that you couldn't wear that out in public. Of course, you can wear like a rainbow-y eye all day, every day. Do what you want, do what you feel comfortable with. But I also wanted to show this palette in ways that are a little more wearable per se, a little less loud and intense. You can't really make like too intense looks because they're all pastels, but you know what I mean. I had a lot of people say like, we really want to see you do 1 week 1 palette with this palette because I own it and I don't really know what to do. Like I don't know what looks to make, all that. So I'm trying to make a little bit more quote unquote wearable looks, if that makes any sense. But let me go do the other eye and I'll show you the finished look in 1 second. And here's the final look for day 3. I love how this turned out. I feel like I've done quite a few looks kind of recently on my channel in past videos that look very similar to this, so I'm sorry if it's similar to like other looks I've done recently, but I just love purple eyeshadow, and this with the pop of pink, it just, oh, I love how this turned out. Okay, so to finish up my lower lash line, I just took the purple shade and put it like right along my lash line, then smudged it out with the pink, and then put a tiny bit of the purple shimmer like right in the middle. You can't really see the shimmer too much, but I promise you it is there. Then for the rest of my makeup, for primer, I use my Smashbox Primerizer, and in my T-zone, I use my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Then for foundation, I use my Fiona Stiles Matte Finish Foundation again, but I mixed in the Purito Cica Clearing BB Cream. I'm sorry it seems extra that I'm using 2 foundations like every single day, but I really want to use this up, and it's just too light for me to use it on its own right now, so I have to mix like something darker in to it. For concealer, I use my Hailey's Beauty Rewind Blurring Full Coverage Concealer to set in my T-zone. You already know my Jaclyn Cosmetics Brightening and Setting Palette. And then to set the rest of my face, I use my Thrive Cosmetics Loose Powder. For bronzer, I use my Jouer Bronzing Duo. I can finally use this like darker shade. I tend to only go into the light one, but I'm a little tan right now, so I can use the dark one. And I just love this bronzer. It is so good. It doesn't get a lot of hype, but it is bomb. For blush, I used my Colourpop Night Bloom blush, the blush that I use with like every single Solitary Purple look that I do. For highlight, I use my Natasha Denona Super Glow. I had not pulled this out and used it in a while, and it is a very beautiful highlight. I definitely need to use it more often. For brows, I use my Milani Weekend Brow and my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. For mascara, my Uoma Drama Bomb, trying to use it up. For lips, I use my Colourpop Cool BFF Lip Liner, my Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW lipstick, and then I topped it with my Marc Jacobs like Sugar Enamored Gloss something. I don't know, it's not available anymore, sadly. And then lastly, my setting spray is Colourpop All-Star. Trying to use this up. So I think that was everything I used. Again, here is one last look. I really love it. I really do. I just think it looks super pretty. So you know the drill. I'll see you in a sec for day 4. Alrighty, we're back for day 4. I'm going to do a very simple eye look. Sorry, I'm going out to lunch/shopping with my Nana, and I'm so excited. And not that like she really cares what makeup I wear, but I don't feel like having a crazy eye to go shopping. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and take Pink Rain, and I'm going to put that all in my crease and then kind of just like lightly dust it all over the lid. I think I will put a pop of yellow on the lower lash line. I plan on making the lid like all pink, and then I'll probably do a pop of yellow on the lower lash line to match my shirt. I think that would look cute, and it would incorporate more than 2 shades, which was my original plan. I really love this pink shade. I know I put it into the crease yesterday as well. It is just so pretty. It just reminds me of cotton candy. It's gorgeous. All right, I got that all blended out. I'm gonna go ahead and take like a clean brush and just kind of diffuse this a little bit. I always bring my eyeshadow in so like in on my face. Kind of drives me nuts, but I do it every time. And then now, again, really simple eye. I'm going to take Daydream right here and put that all over my lid. Almost said crease. With NYX glitter primer. Just gonna tap this on. I haven't used this pink shade yet. Ooh, that is pretty. I'm gonna put it up into the crease a little bit. I don't mind if it gets up there. Yeah, that's really, really like reflective and super pink. I am loving that. So I think I am probably, that's all I got, guys. That's all I'm gonna do. I think I am probably going to add a brown wing liner. I haven't fully decided yet. And then like I said, I think I plan on taking the It's So Fluffy shade down here and running that along on my lower lash line. Again, haven't fully decided. I guess I will wait and see how I feel once I have the rest of my makeup done, but I will go do that and I'll be back in a second for the final look. Alrighty, here's the finished look for day 4. I did do the pop-up yellow on my lower lash line. I did not do the wing though because, I don't know, I just felt like it might look a little harsh with the pastel pink and all of that. I just ran that, what's that shade called? It's So Fluffy shade along my lower lash line, the matte yellow. That's all I did. For the rest of my face, I went in with Smashbox Primerizer and my e.l.f. Poreless Putty. I feel like you're gonna see a lot of repeats. So sorry about that. For foundation, my Fiona Stiles Matte Finish, and then I mixed in my Pure 4 Love Your Selfie in LP4. For concealer, I used my Dior Forever Skin Correct Concealer to set under my eyes, my Jaclyn palette, and my Thrive Cosmetics loose powder to set everywhere else. For bronzer, I use my Marc Jacobs Omega Bronzer in Tantastic. Then for blush, I use my MAC Stay Pretty Blush. I don't think they make this shade anymore, but it's my only like bright pink blush. So every time I have like a bright pink eye, I like use this. I'm sorry, I don't think it's available anymore. And then for highlight, I use my Nabla Ozone because it's the best. It's the best highlight. I love it so much. For brows, I use my Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat and Brow Fix Clear Brow Gel. I did end up adding the Pastel Dreams liner in Sunshine to my waterline. I really don't know if you can see it, but it's there. Or at least I added it. I don't know if it's still there. Then for mascara, I use my Uoma Drama Bomb. For lips, I use my Becca Ultimate Lip Definer in the shade Toasty, and I filled in my whole lips with it. And then over it, I use my Fenty Sweet Mouth Gloss. I haven't reached for a Fenty gloss in a while, and look at that shine. I love it so much. And then lastly, to finish it all off, I use my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So here is one last look at day 4. I love how beautiful this bright pink eye look is. I'm not gonna lie, I wanna do this look with like every single combination. Put the matte in the crease and the shimmer on the lid with all of the colors. Eventually, I'm sure I will, but I love this. And it's giving me lemonade vibes. I love it. I'm here for it. But that was all. That's all I got. I'm gonna go hang out with my Nana now. I'm so excited. I love her so much. And I'll see you in a second for the last day. The week's almost over. That's nuts. See you then. And we're back for the last day. I'm kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. I've been really, really enjoying playing with this palette all of this week. So I think what I'm gonna try to do is put like green and then blue. I wanna put the mattes in the crease and then the shimmers on the lids because I haven't used, I think, either this Peekaboo shade or the Too High for this, the green shimmer. I don't think I've used either one of those yet. So we're going to start off by trying to attempt to find a semi-clean brush because let's be real, my brushes are never clean. So I'm gonna take the Queen of the Cloud shade, which is the matte blue, and we are going to put that on this part of my eye into my crease. This blue shade is beautiful. I'm really hoping the blue and green mesh together well. I think they will. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that Magic Mint shade, which is the matte green, and just put this on the outer part. These are pretty. They do need to be layered up a little bit. Like I put about 4 layers of the blue and about 4 layers of the green, but they layer on top of each other really well. It's not like they're getting patchy or muddy or really anything, and they're meshing together in the middle very nicely. Now I'm gonna take a clean brush and just kind of mesh these edges. Okay, I thought I might have to like cut the crease, but I'm not that fancy. And I think I've literally done a cut crease 2 times in my whole entire life. So what I'm gonna do instead of like cutting the crease and being all crazy, not that that's crazy, but you know what I mean. I'm just gonna put NYX glitter primer on my lid and put the blue shimmer on this half and the green shimmer on this half. So I'm gonna get that Peekaboo shade on my index finger and start stamping it on. And then that too high for this shade on my middle finger, also start stamping. I like doing this method because then they're on like both fingers and you can just kind of toggle back and forth and really mesh the shimmers together in the middle. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. I like that a lot. I do want the shimmers to kind of go up into the crease a little bit. I'm kind of like digging that look of like shimmers in the crease recently. Oh, that's really pretty. I like that. I am gonna go over with the mattes just because the shimmers got a little crazy in the crease. I did still want the crease to be more matte, but that's okay. I like that. Okay, that is really pretty. I'm really enjoying this look. So, I'm gonna go do the other eye, the rest of my makeup. I'll be back. And here we are. This is the final look for day 5. All I did was mimic the lower lash line with the matte, so the blue and the green. I was editing this video up until day 5 last night, and I realized how boring it was to listen to me just rattle off this same products all week long. I did that because I kept saying I'm wanting to use these products up, which is true, I do, but I realized that that's like kind of boring to watch. So I used all different products today. I think I only repeated like 1, maybe 2 items. So for the rest of my makeup, for my primer, I used my Huda Beauty Water Jelly Hydrating Primer. For foundation, I went ahead with my Clover by Clove Hallow. This is their Skin is In Serum Foundation. I have the shade 3. For concealer, I use the Clove Hallow concealer. I don't know what this concealer is specifically called, but it's in the shade 01. I used it on my face and under my eyes. One of the items I did repeat was my Jaclyn Cosmetics Brightening and Setting Palette because I just love this so much and I can't not set my under eyes with it. It is slowly becoming like a really big staple in my routine. So I set my under eyes and a little bit in my T-zone. For bronzer, I use my Cover FX Bronzer Drops. For blush, I use my Grande Pop Plumping Liquid Blush in the shade Sweet Peach. And then for highlight, I use my Grande Glow Plumping Liquid Highlight in the shade French Pearl. I love these. I haven't reached for these in a while, and I just think they are stunning on the skin. Then for mascara, I use my Maybelline Sky High Mascara. For brows, I use my Huda Beauty Bomb Brows in the shade Light Brown and my Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. For lips, I ended up using my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude Lip Crayon in the shade Noah, and then my Dose of Colors Can You Not Lip Gloss on top for this really brown nudie lip. And then lastly, for setting spray, I use my Item One Hit Prime Set and Refresh Setting Spray. So there it was. There was my 5 looks with the Gimme Glow Pastel Dreams palette. I actually really had fun with this palette all this week. I genuinely enjoyed all the looks that I made, and I actually ended up being able to use all of the shades in this palette, which I'm really, really excited about. That way I can show you all the shades in action and you can further decide if you would want to pick this up yourself. This is a very pricey palette. It's like $54, but the pans are huge, like I said in the intro, I believe. And these are very unique shades to my collection. I am glad I have this palette. I really am. I think it adds something to my eyeshadow palette collection that I didn't previously really have, just to have an all pastel palette all in one. It's beautiful. The shimmers are absolutely stunning. If I were you, if you pick up this palette, I would get some sort of glitter primer. I love the NYX one. It's only a couple dollars. I use it all the time because they are a little chunky because they're so reflective. And the mattes have a lot of kick up in the pan, but they don't really get patchy. They do take some building. Like I had to layer up 4 or 5 layers with most of the matte shades, but I don't mind that. I really don't. As long as it has the pigmentation, and it does. You can see it's got the pigmentation, then I'm fine with having to layer it up and maybe finagle it a little bit more. Obviously, this is not like a everyday go-to eyeshadow palette that I'm going to be using all of the time. This is going to be like maybe a special occasion or when I'm in the mood for a pastel colors or shades or anything like that. But I am really glad that I bought this, and I'm really glad it's in my collection and that I have it to use in the future. Let me know down below which day of the week was your favorite, 1 through 5, Monday through Friday. I honestly liked them all. I don't even know if I could really pick a favorite. I genuinely liked them all. Maybe, was it Wednesday, the purple look? I think it was Wednesday. I don't know. The days all run together. Just because I love purple eyeshadow so much. But let me know down below what your favorite was. Also, let me know if you have your eye on this palette or if there's any other palettes from this brand I need to check out. Because, again, I've heard such good things about Gimme Glow, and I had a great experience this week with this palette. So I'd be interested in trying more. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys.